And at number 10, Scott Disick and Amelia Hamlin. Following his breakup from Sophia Richie, Scott Disick has a new girlfriend, who is even younger than his last one. The 37-year-old Keeping Up with the Kardashians star revealed a few months ago that he was officially dating 19-year-old Amelia Hamlin, daughter of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Lisa Rinna. A source said about their relationship, quote, "He's been telling friends how much she means to him and how into her that he is." And when asked about the 18-year age gap, apparently the couple doesn't feel the age difference. The source added, quote, "She grew up in the industry and knows how all this works. It's a different type of maturity, and they don't really feel the age difference." And I'm happy for them, but I do think it's odd that he dated two people when they were 19 years old back to back. And at number 9, Woody Allen and Soon Yi. So this couple does not only have a large age gap, they also have a very controversial start. Woody Allen started seeing Mia Farrow in 1980, and Farrow had 14 children, including adopted daughter Soon Yi, who would later marry Allen. In 1992, after 12 years of being together, Farrow found nude photos of Soon Yi, who was 21 at the time, in Allen's house. When confronted by Farrow, Allen, then 57, said that he had slept with Soon Yi for the first time 2 weeks before. In August of 1992, Allen released a statement that he was in love with Soon Yi, and then later in 1997 they got married and have been together since. So there's a lot of weirdness with this one, not just the 35-year age gap. And at number 8, Hugh Hefner. The Playboy mogul was known for his relationships with young women that were decades younger than him. He famously dated 3 women at the same time during the show Girls Next Door, when he dated Holly Madison, Kendra Wilkinson, and Bridget Marcourt at the same time. Hefner married a total of 3 times, and a crazy fact was that his first divorce happened 27 years before his 3rd wife was even born. In 2012, Hefner married his last wife, Crystal Harris. She was 26 at the time, which was 60 years younger than the 86-year-old Hefner. And when they were together, Crystal was decades younger than Hefner's children with his first wife, as many of Hef's kids were in their 60s, while Crystal was in her 30s. And at number 7, Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones. Back in 1996, during the Duval Film Festival, friends introduced Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas to one another, and after that coincidental meeting, the two would later marry in 2000. The pair has a large age gap of 25 years. Even crazier though is that they actually share the same birthday of September 25th. Douglas is 76, while Zeta-Jones is 51, and the pair are still going strong after 20 years of marriage. Douglas and Zeta-Jones have 2 children together. Dylan was born 3 months after the two married in 2000, and another followed 3 years later. So even though the gap is large for this pair, they are very much in love. And at number 6, David Foster and Katharine McPhee. David Foster first met his wife Katharine McPhee during season 5 of the show American Idol, where he was a mentor. According to Harper's Bazaar, the two did not confirm their relationship until their engagement in 2018, which was not long after his divorce from model Yolanda Hadid. So this is another one with a really big age gap of 34 years, with David being 71 and Katharine being 37. Something that probably adds a layer of awkwardness onto this one though is the fact that Katharine is actually older than a few of David's daughters with his first wife. Foster said about their age difference, quote, "Look, we have haters on social media and there's not a person around that's not going to make some comment about the age difference. But there are so many things that can bring a marriage down, and one of them is age difference, but that's our only problem." Halfway at number 5, Florence Pugh and Zach Braff. Florence Pugh has been very vocal about her disdain for people that judge her for her age gap relationship with actor Zach Braff. Florence is 25 and Zach is 46. When asked about their gap, she said, quote, "I have the right to hang out and be with and go out with anyone I want to. I've always found this part of what people do really bizarre. I'm an actor because I like acting and I don't mind people watching my stuff, but people have no right to educate me on my private life." Continuing, quote, "I'm 24 and I can't choose who I love. There's a reason why I'm not with someone my age. It hasn't worked. So who are you trying to match me up with?" Florence also addressed this topic after she received hate for wishing her boyfriend a happy birthday on her Instagram, saying that she was forced to turn off the comments after she got tons of hate. And at number 4, Celine Dion and Renee Angel. The music legend actually got married to someone that she had known since she was only 12. Celine's manager, Renee Angel, has managed her since she started her career at the age of 12. However, years later, when Dion was 18, her feelings started to change and they started dating. The pair ended up getting married when Celine was 26 and he was 52. And even though many people had doubts about their relationship, even Celine's family, they had a long and happy marriage. They wed in 1994, had children together, and stayed together until Angel passed away from cancer at age 73 in 2016. And at number 3, Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis was married to Demi Moore from 1987 to 2000. but after their split, he found love again with Emma Hemming in 2008. They started dating and got married in 2009 when Willis was 54 and Hemming was 32. Their age difference was very scandalous at the time, along with how much Hemming looked like a younger version of Demi Moore. Moore actually attended their wedding. The Daily Mail said at the time that Hemming, quote, looks very much like Willis's first wife Demi Moore, just 16 years younger, adding that Hemming was only a few years older than Demi Moore's husband at that time, Ashton Kutcher. There was also a considerable 16-year age gap between that pair. And at number 2, Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid got married to PhD student Laura Savoy in October of 2019. The couple has a 39-year age gap. When talking about their age gap, Quaid said that he is not fazed, saying about the relationship, quote, I didn't go out looking for an age gap or someone really younger than me. I met her at a business event and then the relationship developed. However, it does seem to be a trend with Quaid because his last partner was 32 years younger than him. And finally at number 1, Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie and his girlfriend set the internet ablaze when people started to realize how large of an age gap that they had. Lionel Richie and girlfriend Lisa Prigge have a 40-year age gap between them, with him being 71 while his girlfriend is 31. Online, the reaction was a mix of support and hate towards the couple. One user wrote, quote, Lionel Richie with his new bae, he's 71 and she's 30, love wins. However, some other people pointed out that he is old enough to be her grandfather, and pointing out how when he was 40, she was just born. The pair have been dating since 2014, and honestly I was shocked to hear that Lionel Richie is 71. He looks phenomenal. I thought he was in his 50s from seeing him on American Idol. And at number 10, Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra. If I'm gonna be honest with you, when this couple was first announced, I was pretty sure this was some sort of publicity stunt. I don't think I was the only one, but a lot of people thought so. I just thought it was a very strange coupling, you know what I mean? However, the two are still going strong and are now married. The pair first announced their relationship when Nick was 26 and Priyanka was 36. In an interview with Jimmy Kimmel, Chopra said that she and Jonas were both wearing Ralph Lauren to the Met Gala, so they ended up going together and obviously spending a lot of time together. After only 2 months of dating, the pair announced their engagement in July of 2018. The pair then had wedding ceremonies in the United States and India, where Chopra is from. Regarding their age gap, a source close to the couple said, quote, the age difference is not a big deal to them whatsoever, adding that Nick, quote, loves dating older women, and if anything it makes Priyanka even more attractive to him. This is because Nick is apparently an old soul.
And I got down on one knee and said, where have you been all my life?
He actually did.
And at number 9, Jay-Z and Beyonce. This power couple has been together for what feels like forever. I almost forgot that they had a considerable age gap. The couple got together in 2001 when Jay was 32 and Beyonce was only 20. They got married years later in 2008 and gave birth to their first child, Blue Ivy, in 2012. The pair has dealt with marital issues related to Jay-Z's cheating and even spoke about his infidelity on his recent album 444. The couple was able to work out their issues and they welcomed twins Rumi and Sir in 2017. And at number 8, Viola Davis and Julius Tenen. Viola Davis and Julius Tenen got married in 2003 and they've remained a strong couple ever since. The pair has a 12-year age gap between them. Viola is 55 years old while Julius is 67. The couple also adopted a child together in 2011. When speaking about how the pair met, Viola said that she was going through a time of intense loneliness, which led her to start praying for a man in her life. Less than 3 weeks later, her prayers were answered, and she met Julius on set while filming an episode of City of Angels. And at number 7, Hugh Jackman and Deborah Lee Furness. This happy couple has been together for more than 20 years, meeting on set in 1995. The two hit it off almost instantly and got married a year later in 1996, which actually happens to be my birth year. I mean, that's beside the point, but I just had to point that out. The couple have a 13-year age gap. Jackman is 52 while Lee Furness is 65. They've adopted 2 kids together. Jackman told People that even though his wife is technically older, it really doesn't feel like it, saying, quote, I'm literally the adult in the relationship. She's just like a little kid. I'm the one saying, babe, that's not a legal parking spot. And I just love her even more for that.
I knew pretty soon in, but it was also my first job. Deb was a leading lady and I was fully aware this was a cliche and I was probably being ridiculous.
My New Year's resolution was I'm not dating any actors and definitely none under 30. Meet my husband.
And at number 6, Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi. Ellen and Portia first started dating in 2004 and have been inseparable ever since. Only a year later, the couple had moved in together. The pair has a 15-year age gap. Ellen is currently 63 while Portia is 48. When talking about the relationship, Ellen said, quote, it's the first time that I've known in every cell of my being that I'm with somebody for the rest of my life. The pair got married in 2008, shortly after gay marriage was legalized. Halfway at number 5, George Clooney and Amal Clooney. George and Amal are probably one of my all-time favorite couples, especially because Amal was able to make an honest man out of him and take him out of his bachelor phase. In 2014, the pair announced their engagement to the shock of many. At the time, Clooney was 52 and and Amal was 35. The pair have a 17-year age gap between them. The couple officially tied the knot in September of 2014, just a year after they met, with a beautiful Venetian wedding. The pair now have 2 kids together, twins Ella and Alexander. When speaking about their age gap, Clooney said, quote, "Well, I liked her, but I didn't want to jump the shark on it. I couldn't tell if she liked me because I'm 17 years older than her, so she might have thought I was her grandpa." Yeah, I don't think there's anyone on earth who would consider George Clooney a grandpa, like, come on. And at number 4, Leonardo DiCaprio and Camila Morrone. So if you watched the most recent Golden Globes, you saw Ricky Gervais savagely call out Leo for exclusively dating girls that are way too young for him. It's such a hot topic that someone actually made a graph calling out the fact that the ages of the girls that he dates stayed the same over the years, while he just keeps getting older. He is currently dating actress Camila Morrone, who is 24, while Leo is 46, a 23-year age gap. Recently, Camila spoke about their age gap after she noticed Leo being heavily criticized online, saying, quote, "There's so many relationships in Hollywood and in the history of the world where people have large age gaps. I just think anyone should be able to date who they want to date." The couple was first linked together in January of 2018 during a trip to Aspen, Colorado. The pair are pretty private about the relationship and really don't share much with the public. And at number 3, Sarah Paulson and Holland Taylor. This gap is definitely the biggest on this list so far, with 32 years in between them. In 2015, rumors started to swirl that American Horror Story's Sarah Paulson was dating Holland Taylor. Paulson later confirmed their relationship in an interview with the New York Times in 2016, stating, quote, "What I can say absolutely is that I am in love, and that person happens to be Holland Taylor." Paulson is 46 and Taylor is 78. The two first got together in 2015, but they had met 14 years earlier at a dinner party. At that time, Paulson was with her ex. However, she says that she remembered thinking Taylor was, quote, "probably the most exquisitely beautiful woman she'd ever seen." And at number 2, Alec Baldwin and Hilaria Baldwin. Alec and Hilaria have 26 years between them, but that hasn't changed much about their relationship. They first met in 2011 in New York when Hilaria was working as a yoga instructor. Their relationship moved quickly from there. Hilaria told Beach magazine in 2013, quote, "5 months into our relationship, we got an apartment together. Then we started talking about getting married. Then he proposed. Then we got married. Now we have a kid." The couple has been together for 10 years and now have 6 children together. Hilaria is 37 and Alec is 62. And finally, number 1, Alexis Roderick and Billy Joel. Billy Joel recently married his 4th wife, Alexis Roderick, his biggest age gap relationship to date. At the time of the wedding, Joel was 66 and Roderick was 33. The couple welcomed daughter Della Rose in 2015 and a second daughter, Remy Ann, in 2017. Initially, the couple kept their relationship very quiet and made no mention of it on social media. However, a month later, it was confirmed that Joel had fallen for Alexis. She revealed that the two had been friends for years before getting together. When speaking about the relationship to Parade magazine in 2018, Joel said that in his other relationships, he was mostly concerned with working, and he was away from the house most of the time. But this time, he's working less, and he wants to concentrate more of his time on being a family man and spend time with his kids. And at number 10, Bob Saget and Kelly Rizzo. The Full House star got married to his bride in 2018. The pair have a 33-year age gap between them. Apparently, Saget proposed during an episode of Stranger Things. While watching the show, he decided to get up and grab the ring he had been hiding for 4 days. Rizzo answered the question of how the couple met on TikTok. Apparently, it all started when Saget DM'd her on Instagram. Apparently, Saget even contacted someone that knew her beforehand to get a better read on her. After that, friends spoke highly of her. Saget decided to ask her on a date. Now the rest is history, and they've been together ever since. And at number 9, Chris Pratt and Katherine Schwarzenegger. When this couple first got together, no one was really even talking about their age gap because everyone was more concerned with the drama around them. Firstly was that Pratt was going to be marrying Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter, and that Pratt was going to be getting married after her shocking divorce from Anna Faris. At the time they married, Katherine was 31 and Pratt was 41. The couple got married in 2019 and welcomed their first child, daughter named Lila, in August of 2020. And Katherine might have actually manifested the relationship happening beforehand in 2018, because in an interview she was asked which Pratt was her favorite, and she replied, quote, "Chris Pratt. He's been looking so good lately." Or maybe he just saw that and decided to hit her up. Who knows? And at number 8, William H. Macy and Felicity Huffman. This couple is even more interesting to me because I just started rewatching Desperate Housewives again, and I forgot how amazing that show is. It's literally one of my all-time favorite shows. Lynette is also my favorite housewife on that show, if you're wondering. William and Felicity dated on and off for 15 years before they finally decided to get married in 1997. The pair have a 12-year age gap between them. The couple has been together ever since and now have 2 daughters together. The family was also the subject of controversy when it was revealed that Felicity Huffman paid someone to take the SATs for one of her daughters, and she ended up serving 14 days in jail for her role in that scandal. And at number 7, Daryl Hannah and Neil Young. This union was revealed accidentally accidentally while Young was discussing voting at a conference and referred to Hannah as his wife. The couple started dating in 2014 and decided to get married 4 years later in 2018. There is a 15-year age gap between them. Young is 75 and Hannah is 60. Apparently, the couple had 2 separate ceremonies to celebrate their union. One was on Neil Young's yacht and another was just in California. And at number 6, Heidi Klum and Tom Cowlitz. This pair started dating in 2018 and Klum is 16 years his senior. Klum has spoken about the age gap and told InStyle, quote, "My boyfriend is many years younger than me. Lots of people are questioning that and asking about it. That's really the only time when age seems to be shoved in my face and I have to give an answer for it. I don't really think much about it otherwise." The couple got married in 2019 in a small legal ceremony, then had the full-blown wedding in August of 2019. And Heidi has revealed that there's no doubt that Tom is the one for her, telling people, quote, "He is the kindest, sweetest, most caring, loving person. I feel so lucky. I don't know the last time I was this happy in my life. He is absolutely wonderful. Maybe it's because he is German and we understand each other in a different way, but so far so good." He's also apparently a phenomenal stepdad to her 4 children. Halfway, number 5, Eddie Murphy and Paige Butcher. Eddie and Paige met in 2012 and started dating shortly after. The pair first met on the set of Big Mama's House 2 because Murphy was on set visiting his good friend Martin Lawrence. While there, he had an interaction with Paige and the two kept in touch. The pair have an 18-year age gap between them. The pair got engaged in 2018 and now have 2 children together, son Max and daughter Izzy. Murphy somewhat poked fun at the age gap when he shared that he had welcomed a grandchild around the same time as his second child with Butcher, saying in an interview, quote, "I have my first grandchild, so I think she's 5 months, a 5-year-old grandchild and a 10-month-old son. Guess that makes me a heck of a fella. My son is my granddaughter's uncle." And at number 4, Sam and Aaron Taylor Johnson. These two met on the set of the movie Nowhere Boy. Sam was the director of the movie while Aaron was starring in it. Aaron was only 18 when the pair first met on the set of the film, while Sam was 41. The couple has a 23-year age gap between them. In a 2019 interview with Harper's Bazaar, the couple said that they were professional on the set of the 2009 movie, adding, quote, "But everyone on set knew. As soon as we finished, he told me he was going to marry me. We had never even been on a date or even kissed." Aaron then said that exactly a year after they met, exactly to the minute, he proposed. They got married in 2012 and changed their last name to Taylor Johnson. The couple now has 2 children together, daughters Wilda Ray and Romy Hero. And at number 3, Rosie Huntington Whitley and Jason Statham. This couple has 20 years between them, but they hardly ever notice. The couple first started dating in 2010, got engaged in 2016, and welcomed their first child, Jack Oscar, in June of 2017. There's a rumor that the couple met on the set of the Transformers movie in 2010, however that's actually not the case. Rosie confirmed on her Instagram that the pair actually met at a party in London in 2009, adding that it was, quote, "instant chemistry." The couple went public when they later went together to Coachella. After nearly 6 months of dating, they moved in together and started being seen out in public more. When asked about their age gap, Rosie said, quote, "It's never been an issue. Age is nothing but a number." The couple is now engaged and has been so for years, but are in no rush to get married. And at number 2, Dane Cook and Kelsey Taylor. This couple is a 26-year age difference. Dane Cook is 49 and his girlfriend Kelsey is 22. The couple is very public on social media and even participated in an online Q&A to answer their fans' burning questions. When one fan asked, quote, "What advice do you have to those in age gap relationships?" Cook replied, quote, "The only thing you have to do is plan that your deaths will be somewhat far apart." He also answered the question of how the couple met. Apparently Kelsey attended a party Cook had at his house and they developed a friendship afterwards, which later turned into a relationship. In February 2018, Dane actually commented on the relationship on an episode of Jimmy Kimmel. After he mentioned the pair's 26-year age gap, he noticed an audible reaction from the crowd. And then he said, quote, "Thank you for the snickers of approval." I'm sure that wasn't judgment at all. Definitely no judgment there. And finally, number 1, Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble. Following her split from her ex, Caitlyn Jenner, Kris moved on to Corey Gamble. This couple is a 25-year age gap. Kris is 65 and Corey is 40. The couple have been dating since roughly 2014 and he's been featured on their reality show Keeping Up on multiple occasions. Thankfully, Corey gets along with the family quite well, however he's actually the exact same age as Kim. Not sure if that gets awkward at times. Corey and Kris met in August of 2014 at fashion designer Riccardo Tisi's 40th birthday party in Ibiza. The party was thrown by Kanye West, which makes everything just a little more fitting. If you're wondering what Corey does for work, he's a talent manager, and People magazine reported that he was working as Justin Bieber's tour manager when he first met Kris. Justin and Corey are close, and Corey often refers to him as his nephew. And at number 10, Matt Bomer and Simon Halls. Matt Bomer rose to fame on the hit show White Collar bipolar in 2009. When he originally came into the limelight, he didn't open up about his sexuality. He later came out during a 2012 acceptance speech when he thanked his family. At that point, Bomer and Halls were already married. The couple opened up about their marriage later, admitting that they got privately married in 2011. The wedding was small and only included family and friends. The pair has a 13-year age gap, and when they got together, Bomer was 34 and Halls was 47. The couple, who are known to be very private, have welcomed 3 kids together via surrogacy: Kit Halls in 2005 and twin brothers Walker and Henry, born in 2009. And at number 9, Alicia Vikander and Michael Fassbender. Alicia and Michael started dating back in 2014 after meeting on the set of The Lights Between Oceans. The couple has 12 years between them. Alicia is 32 and Michael is 44. At first, the couple kept their relationship low-key and didn't tell anyone on the set. However, their wedding was exposed after the couple returned from their private wedding ceremony in Ibiza in 2014, 3 years after they started dating. When speaking about the secretive nature of their relationship, the couple said, quote, "I think we've made a clear statement that we keep certain things just between us. It was very easy to unite, but that's quite personal." Adding, quote, "I'm not going to talk about my private life with a total stranger unless I feel like I need to." And at number 8, Princess Charlene and Prince Albert. The royal couple met at a swimming competition in Monte Carlo in 2000. At the time, Princess Charlene was 22 and Prince Albert was 42. The pair dated for 10 years before deciding to tie the knot and getting engaged, then married in 2011. The couple is celebrating their 10-year wedding anniversary this month, but unfortunately they will not be celebrating it together. Princess Charlene contracted an illness while in South Africa and has been instructed not to travel. She told the press, quote, "This year will be the first time that I am not with my husband on our anniversary in July, which is difficult, and it saddens me. However, Albert and I had no choice but to follow the medical team's instructions, even though it's extremely difficult." And at number 7, Harrison Ford and Calista Flockhart. This couple first met at the 2002 Golden Globe Awards and have been together ever since. At the time the couple met, Ford was 60 and Lockhart was 38. There's a 22-year age gap between them. After meeting, the pair dated for 7.5 years before Ford asked her to marry him in 2009. They got married later that year. The couple have now been married for over 10 years and adopted a son named Liam together. And at number 6, Hillary Burton and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. This couple started dating in 2009 after they were set up by Morgan's Supernatural co-star Jensen Ackles. It's actually a miracle that the couple was able to meet in the first place. Burton planned on living in Paris after her departure from One Tree Hill, but after she got cast on Supernatural, she stayed in town and met Morgan. In her memoir, The Rural Diaries, Burton revealed that their relationship moved quickly. They moved in together and were pregnant with their son, Gus, within a few months of meeting. Everyone was taken aback that they were moving so fast, but Burton told People, quote, "When he came along, he was so sure of himself. I was not a girl anyone pursued. I've always been alpha." And Jeffrey was like, "You're gonna be my girlfriend." The couple has a 16-year age gap between them, and they now have 2 children together. Halfway, number 5, Elliot Spencer and Stephen Fry. This couple met in 2014 after they were introduced by friends, and they say that laughter brought them together. Talking at the BAFTAs, Elliot Spencer insisted that he couldn't be happier with Stephen despite their 30-year age gap, saying, quote, "I don't care what people think. Stephen is the love of my life, the light of my life." The pair got married in 2014 and have been together ever since. Adding, quote, "Humor is the key to everything. We laugh all the time. Humor is the binding thing in our life. I think that's what brought us together." And at number 4, Rod Stewart and Penny Lancaster. This couple has had a lot of bumps in the road during their time together, and their 27-year age gap has not been the issue. The pair got married in 2007, and it was Stewart's 3rd marriage. Recently, Lancaster appeared on the television program Loose Women, and she spoke about her marital issues in the beginning of their relationship. Early in the marriage, Penny found out that Stewart was having an affair. When speaking about that time, she said, quote, "There was a lot of pitfalls and bumps in the road, and how much can I handle of this?" But the couple was able to see it through. The couple has now been married for 14 years. And at number 3, Anna Paquin and Stephen Moyer. Anna Paquin and Stephen Moyer met on the set of True Blood back in 2008. At first, Paquin didn't feel a spark between them, but Moyer did. He told Andy Cohen on Watch What Happens Live, quote, "By day 3 or 4, oh, this is gonna sound so syrupy, but I knew I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. It was within seconds, really, and it just became a thing." Soon Paquin revealed that she felt the same way, and they started dating. dating. The pair made sure to keep their relationship secret for the sake of the show, but word got out quickly. The pair got engaged while in Hawaii and got married in 2010. The pair are now raising twins together and co-producing Amazon Prime series Black together as well. And at number 2, Rupert Murdoch and Jerry Hall. This couple has a 25-year age gap between them. Murdoch is 90 years old, while Hall is 64. Hall was previously with Mick Jagger and they share 4 children together. Murdoch has multiple previous marriages along with 6 children. The couple got married in 2016 and have been together since. The pair met only a few months before they actually decided to get married as well. It's believed that the couple met through Rupert's sister while they were both in Australia. And finally at number 1, Amber Tamblyn and David Cross. This couple has been married since 2012 and have a 19-year age gap between them. Their age gap was a potential issue in the beginning of their relationship. Cross admitted that he had feelings for Amber since the beginning and was thinking of asking her out after they did a comedy show together. But he admits he was hesitant because of the age gap, saying, quote, "I was slow to make any moves because of our age difference, and also because she was a fan." The pair got engaged in 2011 and got married the following year. They welcomed a child together in 2017.